Oh, hello. Here for another video, are you? A bit more gold from the hottest property in YouTube. Come on then, let's go look at some sheds. So it's the first shed, the potting shed, and it's the smallest of the three outbuildings that we currently own. I don't really do much potting, so it's mostly used to store vague garden-related junk. So the potting shed's accessed by going around the back here. There you go, there's some compost outside there just on the ground. Various other bits, an old paddling pool there. Take that to the tip soon, that'd be laugh. Some kind of rake thing. Some bits of wood there, hoping to get a log fire installed soon. Don't really know how you do that. We've got a chimney, but I'll get a man or a woman to come in and give us some advice on whether or not the chimney works or not. I don't know if that's a chimney sweep you get or a specialist man, but either way, we'll do that. And then you open the thing by pulling the handle. If you look down there, there's the bottom bit of the mower where the grass goes in. So the mowing thing goes over the grass, then it puts it in there, and then you mow for a bit, and then you wonder why it's not picking up any grass, and you open it up and it's like full. So that's that. Here's some cane things for growing tomatoes. I planted loads of tomato seeds this year, and they grew into little plants, and then I couldn't be bothered to plant them in the ground, so I just put them all in the ground, in the bin, sorry. There you go, some tomato feed. That's a bit worn there. I don't know if it goes off tomato feed, so it's got a sell by date, but that'll feed tomatoes for next year if not. Some grass seed there, grass fertiliser or something. I quite often try and plant new grass seed, but I never be bothered to do the bit where you like have to dig the ground and everything. So it just doesn't work, so I just have seeds in the ground and waste it. Do that every year or so. The big concern about this shed though is that down the bottom some of the wood's gone away and it's like open to the elements. I don't really know what to do about that because I'm not manly enough to fix it. I think you could get some wood and stick it onto the side, but I'll probably just ignore it until the shed crumbles apart. So I don't ever actually use the potting shed as such. Just close it up. I only use it to keep things in, don't really do any potting in it. Not really sure what potting is. I guess it's putting plants into pots would make sense. I don't know why you need a special shed to do that. So if anyone knows what I should be using my potting shed for, really, other than that, let me know, and we could adapt it and sort that, make it better. Anyway, on to the next shed. The summer house is the most used building in the garden. It's used by the kids to play in and play houses and stuff in it occasionally, and I use it as a bar once a year when I have my annual FIFA tournament for my friends. It's called Zlatan's Bar because Zlatan Ibrahimovic is one of the best players historically over the tournaments thing. So let's go and have a look around. I think there used to be a sign on the door here, but I don't know what it was. I've never seen it, so I don't know, but maybe I'll get a new sign for it. And then you open the door with this handy handle thing here. The door's quite a clever door because it comes in two halves. You can open just the top, or you can combine the doors into one door and make a mega door. But in the minute, it's just in two halves like that. These are the cushions for the garden furniture. They've just been thrown in here by someone, probably my wife. They're just around there. There's an old lamp that we really just throw away because there's no point having a lamp in a shed. There's a fire basket. That was a panic buy in an Aldi. I think you put wood in it and burn it and just in the middle of the garden, but we never set it up, so that'll probably stay in here for 3 or 4 years before we either give it to a charity shop or take it to the tip. Here's the bar for our FIFA tournament, as mentioned. We don't really drink much by way of spirits, so they're all sort of in here. In fact, this is the only good one in here. This quite like that. The rest of them are just things that we've acquired over the years. There's a bit of absinthe there, a little punchy afternoon drink in the garden. What's this one? Don't know what that is. This is a weird one. This is soju. My brother brought this back from Korea for me. It's their national drink. It's absolutely disgusting. They're basically out drinking petrol. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it at all if you do go to South Korea, but that is their drink, promise. Yeah, I do feel the summer house could be better utilised because we could use it more than a day a year as a kids' playground sort of thing. So I'm wondering if there's something I can do in it, like some filming, maybe some sort of series or something I do from the shed, a little chat thing, a little hangout. If I ran a cable from inside, I might be able to do live streaming or something from it, but we'll have a little think. If anyone's got a good idea of what we can use the summer house for, then that'd be much appreciated, because I feel it's not really living up to its full potential. It's not living its best life, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, onto the third shed. So if I want of a better name, I'm going to call this shed the workshop, because it looks like the kind of place that the man who lived here before, who was an actual man with skills that might be useful if we went back in time, rather than me, who doesn't really know how to do anything. I think he used to do woodworky type stuff. There's like a vicey thing in there and stuff like that, and probably did like good old man things in there. So we're going to go have a look around there, but I warn you, it's mostly just full of boxes and stuff. So the workshop's accessed down this little side bit around the side of the house, next to my mum's part. She lives in like what's known as a granny annex, but I prefer to call servants' quarters. When we got the house, first of all, we just got stuff put in places, and it's about 5 years ago, and we've just never taken it out of there. And it's also got a few vaguely garden, outdoory related bits in it. Let's go and have a look. So there's the handle. It's normally locked, but I've unlocked it in advance, so no point trying to burgle us. In you come here, and you'll find a few things. Here's the first thing is a pressure washer, and if you don't own a pressure washer, it's basically the best thing there is in the world. It's generally the greatest thing in life is pressure washing something. I think I'll do a video on it at some point. But that lives in here and is the most used thing in the shed probably. Here's a base for a Christmas tree. We'll be using that soon. Here's a copy of Cricket for the Amiga. 1 meg Amiga there. I don't know if there's anything in it. It might just be the box, I think. I don't know why that's in there exactly. It's some apple wood. When I do smoking, I use apple wood quite a lot. It goes quite well with pork things when I'm smoking meat. So I've just got a box of apple wood in here. Does smell a bit appley, it's quite nice. And here's, alternatively, some beach smoking chips if apple's not the right flavour for it. Trivial Pursuit, the 90s. Someone bought us. There's a PlayStation trophy for a PlayStation competition I won with some mates. What's this here? Not sure what this is. I think I had this as a kid. Oh, it's a box of old train set stuff. How cool's that? Look. Jif Lemon. Brilliant. Do they used to transport lemon juice in big train tracks? Weird. 500-piece board game, Monopoly, and even better than that, the Norwich version Monopoly. Norwich Monopoly is great because it's got on it, look at that, the nicest man in football, Ewan Roberts, amongst other great Norwich things. Here's a box of wires. I didn't know it was here, so there's no point in it. I could literally have thrown all these away. It made no difference to my life whatsoever. I don't think I need many firewire cables these days, but I'll probably leave them here for another 5 years before I bin them. There we go. Manic Street Preachers at UEA. Picture of me and my friend Gavin on the log flume chasing the World Adventures. I was on there yesterday, in fact, so I might take this out to show Kitty who's on there with me. That's weird. I wonder who these people are. If anyone knows them, let me know. This is one of the best gigs I ever went to. Black Grape, October 1995 at UEA, and then they came back and I went again to see them and took some friends along, and it was literally the worst thing I've ever seen. Some Euro 96 memorabilia. Programme from the 1996 Donkey Derby on the Isle of Sheppey. Don't remember whether that was a good year or not. Children free, car park free, adult only, 50p. Bargain. TerraVision from 1996. How good were TerraVision? More gig tickets. Divine Comedy, Dodgy, Cooler Shaker, Fun Loving Criminals. Let's go further into the shed. Here's an enormous blow-up Santa that'll be coming out in a month or so. Goes out the front of the house, absolutely magnificent. Lowers the house price in the area hugely for my neighbours. Some chairs. What's this? I think it might be a mirror. Yeah, big mirror. A shark costume. Not sure where that's come from. Oh yeah, I used to watch this every week when I was a kid. Bruce Grobbelaar, the entertainer, the early days, the brilliant saves, and the one which got away. At the back here, there's just general miscellanea. There's my golf clubs. Can't really play golf, but Tubes keeps saying he's going to teach me. So if he doesn't, I'm just going to teach myself because I want to learn how to play it properly. Chairs, some rags, some wires. Yeah, loads of stuff. So there we go, a selection of sheds. Thanks for watching. They're not very well utilised, so any ideas what we can do with the sheds or to improve them, let me know. I mean, it's probably looking like a next summer job now because it's starting to get a bit colder, isn't it? Thanks for watching. It's a pleasure as always to have your company. And if you're looking for something to watch now from the archive, you're a newcomer, why not suggest some of the Dan and Robbie Explain series. Myself and the renowned author, mentally weak Dan Trelfer, explain different things. Here's a good one to start with. It's Dan and Robbie Explain Country Walk. So click on the link or go and find it, go and watch that. Be back later in the week with another video. Thank you.